What's going on, brothers? Team America, Dual Throw Outdoors. A few weeks back, you probably saw my video on the double O-ring method, which saves you a lot of baits, and you still have the proper hook angle for the senko. What I'm talking about today is the senko. Whether it's the Gary Yamamoto 5-inch or the other one I throw a lot is the Berkley Max Scent General 5-inch. They're probably the two. 95% of the time I'm throwing a senko. It's one of those two baits, probably 99% of the time. So, what situation am I throwing these? And there's a lot of good ones here. First of all, clear water. Even if it's cold out, it's just a slow, good shimmy action down with the wacky rig. You can still catch fish in cold water. However, my local fishery, the river, usually when it's cold, it's usually higher and a lot of current, a lot of off-color water in the spring. So it's not really a time I use it, but usually it stays pretty low in the fall and it's low in the summer. So basically from almost like May on, you could be throwing this thing. But the situation I'm looking for is if I'm in like 2 to 4 foot of water where you're going to get stuck a lot throwing something like a tube or a hula grub or a Ned rig or a jig, anything like that, I'll throw this because it sinks slower and, you know, there's still fish in those zones. Also, if I'm throwing targets, if I'm fishing down the river and I see a boulder, I will throw this at that boulder because there's a good chance a fish could be setting up on that, or I'll throw it right ahead and let it drift down into that. And then if I'm on a lake, I'll throw it at docks, logs, weed edges, just shallow, basically shallow. If you're not fishing this as a Nico rig, you're fishing this weightless, you ideally want less than 6 foot of water. You really want that. You really want that shallow. Another key situation to fish this is if you're, again, in a tournament with those situations in summertime and you need 5 in the tank, there's few baits that's good for putting keepers in the boat as these senkos. And what I like about them is you can still catch big fish on these too. I pretty much exclusively run the 5-inch now. I don't even think I own any 4-inch anymore. I used to. They still caught fish, but I definitely catch a bigger average on the 5. So there's actually a tournament team member, Jed, and I got second in. Most of our fish came on a variety of these senkos. And it was tough fishing that day. So when the fishing's tough, this is top 2 or 3. And that's being generous. It very well can be number 1 for tough fishing situations. Other things I look for this is like if I'm fishing clear water that's warmer, if I'm in light current, at current breaks, it's really good to throw around there because fish will set up and look for an easy meal floating down. Also, points of islands are good too. Anything shallow or structure, these are going to catch fish. But clear water helps. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can throw black and blue or June bug in dirty water, but clear water is ideal, and you need that shallow water. So again, if you're on a river system and it's higher, this bait's not going to get down enough unweighted. And then lake-wise, you know, clear, the fish can get a visual of that and just see that shimmy as it falls down. So I throw these on the odor, 1-aught mosquito hooks. They seem to me to be what helps me to lose the least amount of fish on these. I rig it up with 8-pound Seaguar and Vizix fluorocarbon. I throw it on my Dobbins Cadence 712S spinning rod with Reaver rocket reel, and that's my setup for that. It works really well for me for senkos. So, but yeah, if you're fishing these, look for lower clear cold water, or primarily summertime, look for, again, lower clear water, look for some current, and look for targets. And if you do those things, you're going to catch fish on the 5-inch wacky rig senko, whether it's Gary Yamamoto or Berkley Max Scent. So this is Team America coming to you on times you want to fish the 5-inch senko and how to do it. Thank you for watching this Dual Throw Outdoors video. If you like this video, be sure to leave it a like, share with your friends, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Also, be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more Dual Throw Outdoors content.